There we go. All right. Good
Hi.
morning. I'm
Good
Andrea
morning.
Himmelstad with Ames Chamber of Commerce with Brenda Dreyer from the Ames Chamber of Commerce. We are here to share a little bit more about our COVID-19 resources on our AmesChamber.com website. We've been working on updating these resource pages for the past several weeks, and lots of great feedback from our members that this has been really helpful. We want to make sure that everybody knows all the content that is available on the site. And so we're just going to take a few minutes today to kind of walk you through the different pages and the different resources. We'll highlight some key things for you to look out for. And then want to reiterate, reach out to us at any time with any questions. Visit ameschamber.com or give us a call at 232-2310. So with that, let's get started. I have on my screen here the homepage for the ameschamber.com, and you can see we have a pretty big obvious button there for COVID-19, and you click there to find out more. And then that will redirect us to our series of pages. So we just have a nice little intro there, just to help you along. Remember, there's our website and our phone number, and then we have some videos that we've done previously that are archived here. So you can check out those anytime as well. There's a variety of things that we've talked about over the past several weeks. This video will be included there as well at some point. So I encourage you to check those out when you can. But the first page we're going to check out then is workforce. So Brenda, do you want to take us through some highlights of the workforce page?
I will. And we, just like everybody else, it just seems like we're bombarded with information. And so, what we've tried to do almost daily is take a look at the most current information available on some key topics and really work to make sure that we're having the most current information available on our AmesChamber.com website. And so, workforce, this tab is really there for folks that have been impacted adversely with the COVID-19 situation, or if they have for example, the first topic here is childcare. So we know with students not being in school, childcare has become an even bigger issue. And so this tab is really directed to the individual. It's there to help our employers and our businesses connect their workforce to important information. So as it relates to childcare, there's really three things under the childcare tab. There's room for parents to call and get a direct referral to available childcare openings in the area. One of the new things that's happened as a result of COVID-19 is the Department of Human Services has worked with our local agencies to actually create a map, actually on a statewide level, of where there are programs with vacancies for children. And finally, an option for some folks is actually to open up their homes and accept children. And so we've included a guide for people that may want to do that, a step-by-step process for opening your own childcare business. So that's where we lead on workforce. You'll move to the next area. This whole next area is really related to unemployment. And what's really important here to keep in mind is that there are a lot of changes that have been made to unemployment as a result of COVID-19. And it's happened in a couple series of events in terms of legislation. The most important thing for people that have been impacted, and even for our business community to remember, is that people should be filing claims for unemployment. Don't make a phone call because you'll be online forever. But we've tried to provide kind of the most updated information as it relates to unemployment. The other thing, while unemployment's a great safety net for folks that have been impacted, we've really worked to collect the most immediate job opportunities from our employers. And we've created a flyer that we update as soon as we hear those opportunities. And so we have a website listed where folks can apply online directly with companies that have openings. You can see we have a very diverse agriculture, manufacturing, service, healthcare, quite a number of openings that are available now. And so our goal is, while unemployment is there and available, we have a lot of Story County employers that need people right now. So this is a great place to start your job search. Again, this is part of the COVID-19 resources, but again, we have over 1,400 job openings available, also posted on workinames.com, our Story County job board. So we have a link there as well to that webpage. But again, I want to stress the immediate job openings. If you're an employer in Story County and you're not listed on that flyer, please reach out to us so that we can get your information included. Also under this tab, you'll find information related to healthcare coverage and some things that have changed there if you've been adversely impacted, and also a couple things as it relates to evictions and foreclosures. Again, we know that there have been far-reaching impacts for workforce, and again, we've tried to put the most pertinent information under this tab, under the COVID-19 resources. So Andrew, with that, let's move on to the business tab.
Okay, here we go.
So workforce for individuals and business would be tools for our business community across Story County. So we're leading here with kind of more HR related resources. So we've copied in the frequently asked questions for workforce development. We've included some information for the Department of Labor related to paid leave. Again, the FFCRA was the first phase of things passed with COVID-19. We've highlighted the unemployment insurance extension. And finally, McFarland has asked us to share some employer resources related to COVID-19 and whether or not doctors' excuses are needed. Quite a number of topics are covered from a business standpoint, HR-related standpoint, here under this portion of our business resources. So again, it's not everything, but it's things that we have seen come through that are important for our employers to keep in mind from an HR standpoint. The other thing that we've included here is a funding assistance. So seems like we see a lot of funding opportunities come forward. Some have already, deadlines have passed, so we've taken those off our site. But the small business grants, the tax deferral from a state side of thing is still available. And this relates to how you can actually request that tax deferral. The targeted small business is really designed for a sole proprietor, a single member business. Again, women and minority based. It's not a wide funding source, but it will meet the needs of some of our businesses. So again, that information is included here. And then under the federal tab, you'll find information about the Paycheck Protection Program. And we can't stress enough that is an opportunity you need to work with your local lender to apply. They're really busy, but they want to be available to help you. And again, that's why we've not provided a link here. You need to be talking to your local bank or credit union on that funding opportunity. You can apply to the Small Business Administration. The information on the EIDL loan is listed here. And also the retention tax credit. Again, we understand that many of you are working very hard to maintain your employees. And so this details a tax credit that's going to be available for you to really maintain jobs from really that middle of March to the end of the year. And so there's a link there on the tax credit. But again, that's information we heard a few weeks ago. We don't want to lose sight of how important that will be for some of our businesses coming out of this COVID-19. And finally, again, we're doing our part to vet opportunities that might be available beyond state and federal programs. One of the things that's come out is an organization, a statewide organization that has created a special fund for folks that aren't eligible for the state or federal funds. And so they have grants from 500 to 3,500. And again, that link will take you to that opportunity. It's again, somebody that stepped forward that says, we understand that not everybody will pursue the state and federal funding sources. And this may be an opportunity actually to connect folks to alternative funding. And Andrew, I'm going to let you talk about the business to business specials.
So we've heard from many of our members, businesses that are doing special offers related to COVID-19. And so we added this section to our page so we can post those here. So you see a sample of some of our businesses who have listed what kind of different specials they're having right now. So if you'd like to be included on here, please contact us and we'll get you loaded up into the system. And again, this is just about different specials that are happening right now that are really helping connect our businesses through this time.
Good.
And then at the bottom of the page is just, we have some other additional resources and pages. They're, you know, really helpful depending on what you're looking for, but qualified sites that have, you know, really good information. And so we just listed them there for your easy access.
Good. Let's take a look at a couple of the other things that are here. The other thing we wanted to do is just highlight things that are going on in our community and links that may be helpful to folks as they want to know what the United Way is doing, what's the city doing, what's the library. And the other thing we've done is, you know, we have 7 different school districts that are a part of Story County, and this highlights the importance of the meal scheduling and when it's available. And again, we're just using this page as an opportunity to push out information that our communities can use. You can move down to a health section. Again, state, local, and national health information, mental health support, and really kind of some frequently asked questions that we got from McFarland fairly early on. And again, it's just a good place as you look beyond individuals and business to really the impacts and the information you need from a community standpoint. Let's move on. Here's some immediate needs. If you hear of people, you want to know how you can help out, we'll look for feedback from you if you hear of things that we can be putting out. These are just the importance of blood donations, and certainly we've heard a lot about the importance of face masks, and I love to hear the stories of people sewing across Story County to be able to support this effort. So that's really kind of those parts. I'm going to let you take the next one, Andrea.
Our next page features our businesses and what their current accommodations are. Now we update this as soon as we get information from the business. It is not comprehensive of every business in Story County. We specifically have focused on our members first, but obviously we are including other businesses as well right now. We really want to support the entire community. So we would love for you guys to check this out. Just, you know, most of it is restaurants and what they're doing right now for their services. Sorry, I'm going really quickly. But if you get to the bottom, then we get to another section of other businesses and what they're doing right now. So it's not just about supporting our local restaurants during this time. Our other businesses are hurting too, and we can still reach out to them and use their services. And just a couple of examples there. You know, they're closed right now, but they've said this is when we expect to be reopened. So this is a great spot for anybody to come and do a little bit of research on what's going on in our community. And if you would like to be included in this list and you're not, you need to reach out to us, please, so we can get you added. We really want to have as many comprehensive information here as possible for our audience to look at. And then our next section here is just an overview of the gift card program we did. You know, it was just such a huge success. And we completed it last week. We got the checks out. We had over $100,000 was put back into our businesses in the community. And it's just an incredible showing of support from everybody who purchased, as well as all the sponsors who helped make that match happen. If you remember, they did sponsors helped pay for $10 of each $30 gift card. So the consumer only paid 20, but the full $30 went back to each business. So really just a generous support from all of these sponsors here. So we wanted to make sure we list them. And we would love if you see somebody here that you are doing business with, it would be great if you could say something to them and mention to them how wonderful it is that they're supporting the community during this time. And
And I would interject that while the campaign is closed, and that was a fabulous opportunity to inject money quickly into our local economy, it's just good for all of us to remember if we're out there frequenting a business through their drive-through or pickup, to use the opportunity to maybe buy a gift card moving forward. And it's just a good practice to get into. Again, to just put a few extra dollars in their pocket every time you're there. I know our businesses so much appreciate that. And so I'm excited for you to talk a little bit more about the last tab, Andrea.
so we launched last week a new campaign called Story County Strong, and it's really a way for us to celebrate all the great things that are happening right now within our community during this time. So we've launched on social media, and so for instance, when you go and you get curbside pickup from one of your favorite restaurants that was listed on that page before, we want you to post it on social media and encourage others. Say, just let you know, mention tag the business and mention how great they are to have in the community, and use the hashtag Story County Strong. Then we are able then to, by when you use that hashtag, we're able to compile and also help reshare, because we're trying to compile a list and a snapshot of all the great things that our people are doing right now. So if your group is making face masks, take a picture of the face masks or the individuals volunteering, and throw it up on social media with the hashtag Story County Strong, and we'll help reshare that. If you're picking up groceries for your neighbor, take a picture of that, or just make a mention. But again, use that hashtag Story County Strong. We're really just trying to show the bright sides of everything that's happening. The kids that are out chalking the walks, the coloring pages, the bears in the windows. There's so many great things that people are doing to help build our community up while this is happening. And so this is just an avenue that we're able to use to help share those stories, and help keep the energy and the excitement we have in our community strong even through this really tough time.
So again, very exciting. I love to see some of the early response that's already happened to this. So I too have tried to make a real effort to make sure that we are acknowledging all of the great things that are going on and all the positive things that have happened as a result of the situation we're in. And again, I would just stress to our members and to other people that are watching live and after the fact that we are here to help. And we like your suggestions. We like to make sure you're included. Your feedback is so important to us as we continue to adjust our services to best meet the needs of all of our communities. So it's please, the tools there, and we want you to be using and directing not only you but your workforce and your friends and family to this tab. It's there for the whole community.
Absolutely. So again, if you'd like more information on anything you see here, would like to be added to any of our lists, please give us a call. We'll help you out. We're at 515-232-2310. And again, we encourage you to go on social media and share all the great stories happening right now, and use the hashtag Story County Strong. Thank you so much on behalf of the Ames Chamber staff, and for all you're doing right now in our community and keeping us safe and healthy. And we wish you a great day.